Hello, everyone, and welcome to my CPS 643 final project, Studio VR. CPS 643 Virtual Reality at Ryerson University. For any of you who aren't my professor, I guess. So this project is a studio simulation project. And by studio, I mean musical studio. So essentially, the idea is to be able to produce as many instruments as you can and be able to play them in whatever fashion you want. Um, and this is like a proof of concept. So I've only have three instruments here, but the idea is that you can make these instruments not only more detailed than I will present today, but also create a wider range of instruments and a wider way of playing them. Other than that, I also tried to create a more immersive environment using audio visualizers that you can probably see on the top half of your screen. There's a big circle and then like a little box kind of thing. Those are both audio visualizers, as you will see right now. So I will just jump into it. Currently, we can make three types of instruments: a piano, a synthesizer, and a drum kit. So, and before I start, I must note that I'm using VRTK as a simulated camera rig because I don't have any access to any VR equipment due to issues with COVID and everything. I can't access the lab. So, with that out of the way, let me show you how everything works. So this is you, this is what you'll get to see. These are your two controllers. The way that you actually play music is by pressing the space bar. You display these raycasts, which will actually attack or collide with the parts of the instruments. So to make an instrument, you can just press the key assigned to that instrument and it shows up. So you can move around, place it wherever you want, and when you press the drop button, it'll drop and it'll place wherever you want it to. Now, um, this is a one octave keyboard. It ranges from middle C to C4. So all these notes, let me just move this to the side here. All these notes are basically the first octave of C. So the first octave of the piano. Now I'm going to start playing it, but I would ask that you notice the walls in the background. So yeah, the walls in the background are actually audio visualizers, and they basically take the frequency rate from the notes that I'm playing and use that data to interpolate towards the y-axis, depending on what the sample rate is. The inner walls are actually divided into into 8 different frequencies, and every cube is in charge of that frequency, otherwise known as bands. So there's 8 bands and one cube for each band. But if you noticed on the circle around, you can notice again that circle is actually we're using 512 samples, and every cube in that circle is in charge for one specific sample. So depending on which note I hit, that area of the entire circle will lift up, kind of thing. So yeah, that's it for the audio visualizers. That is the piano. So let me show you how to make more instruments. So I will click the synthesizer button, and it looks like a piano, but trust me, it's not. So the reason why I made it look like the piano because I thought it would be easier for people to, because it's a cool looking design, and I think it would be easier for people to see as well. So here, check it out. So as you may have heard, this is also a one octave synthesizer going from C3 to C4. Um, so it's based on the same idea as the piano, but it just has a different tone to it. Um, and here, let me just show you the drum kit. So you can produce the drum kit here. Um, and That's the kick. Tom, that's the snare. That's the hi-hat, crash, tom high, tom mid, tom low, and rides. So you can use this to create pretty basic beats. So yeah, it's a pretty cool drum kit, and it's based on the basic assembly of a drum kit. This is what you'd get if you bought a basic drum kit, but essentially you can now play it as a VR thing. So that's essentially the gist of my project. Um, but other than that, the keyboard, the drums, all the sampling of the sounds, I basically uh, inputted through a keyboard that I connected to an interface, and I brought those and I recorded those sounds myself, and I used those samples. But putting that aside, this has been my project. Thank you so much. My name is Akash. I realized I didn't mention that before, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you.